Last week, markets contended with new employment data after months of postponed and messy data showed a softening labor market. This week, investors will likely focus their attention on inflation with the release of the Consumer Price Index report for December on Tuesday. A few weeks ago, the government released CPI inflation data for November. Although the report showed more disinflation than expected, with year-on-year inflation rates moving closer to 2%, the data appears to have been badly distorted by data collection issues during and following the government shutdown last quarter. The result was a statistical drag on inflation, reported last month, but that will likely be unwound in this week's report and also throughout the first few months of the year. The upshot is that inflation data are going to continue to be very noisy for coming months, making it difficult for policymakers and investors to get a good gauge on underlying price trends. On Wednesday, we'll see the Producer Price Index report, a measure of intermediate prices, but this report will be for November. Also on Wednesday, we will see the Retail Sales report for November. Forecasters expect consumer retail spending grew at a nearly 5% annualized pace in the month, which would be an encouraging early data point for the fourth quarter. Lastly, throughout the week, we'll see the first major S&P 500 company earnings reports for the fourth quarter of last year, with several large banks and financial institutions reporting. As always, we'll be watching not only for the actual earnings data, but also for company anecdotes and management commentary, which could prove especially interesting from some of the large banks, who could give some insight into the health of U.S. households' financial positions and their spending behaviors. So things to watch this week: inflation data on Tuesday, the retail sales report on Wednesday, and the first Q4 company earnings reports throughout the week.
The views expressed are solely those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company or any of its affiliates. This material is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be an offer, recommendation, or solicitation to purchase or sell a specific investment strategy, any security or insurance product, and should not be construed as legal, tax, or accounting advice. Please consult with your legal or tax advisor regarding the particular facts and circumstances of your situation prior to making any financial decision. While we believe that the information presented is from reliable sources, we do not represent, warrant, or guarantee that it is accurate or complete. Many companies referenced in this content are independent third parties and are not affiliated with First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. All third-party trademarks, including logos, trade names, service marks, and icons referenced, remain the property of their respective owners. Your investments in securities and insurance products and services are not insured by the FDIC or any other federal government agency and may lose value. They are not deposits or other obligations of or guaranteed by any bank or bank affiliate and are subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amounts invested. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Estimates of future performance are based on assumptions that may not be realized. This material is not a solicitation of any offer to buy or sell any security or other financial instrument or to participate in any trading strategy. Diversification does not guarantee a profit or protect against loss in a declining financial market. First Citizens Wealth FCW is a marketing brand of First Citizens Bancshares Incorporated, a bank holding company. The following affiliates of First Citizens Bancshares are the entities through which FCW products are offered. Brokerage products and services are offered through First Citizens Investor Services Incorporated, FCIS, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, and SIPC. Advisory services are offered through FCIS, First Citizens Asset Management Incorporated, and SVB Wealth LLC, all SEC registered investment advisors. Certain brokerage and advisory products and services may not be available from all investment professionals in all jurisdictions or to all investors. Insurance products and insurance are offered through FCIS, a licensed insurance agency. Banking, lending, trust products and services, and certain insurance products and services are offered by First Citizens Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender and SVB, a division of First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. For more information about FCIS, FCAM, or SVBW and its investment professionals, visit www.firstcitizens.com/wealth/disclosures.